Hey scholars, so here's another problem we'll look at when 5/8 x plus 1 1/3 is subtracted from 1 1/4 x minus 5 1/6. The result is, and we have all of our choices over here. So let's see. First thing to do is basically look at what's happening. So this whole amount, right, this sum is being subtracted from this over here. So basically you have to write this first minus this whole sum. So let's do that down here. So we got 1 1/4 x minus 5 1/6 minus 5/8 x plus 1 1/3. So this whole thing in here is being subtracted, right? So basically one thing you could do is you could just, a minus a term is the same as, adding negatives to the term. So because there was a minus out here, everything in here, the sign changes. All right, so now let's look at grouping like terms. So here's our x term, here's our x term. Let's convert this first to an improper fraction because we're going to have to find a common denominator. So first, let's convert it to improper fraction. So 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So this gives us 5/4 x. And then over here, we have 5/8 x, right? So we got to convert this to 8 in the denominator. So you'd have to multiply that by 2. And right, to keep this the same proportion, you'd have to multiply both the numerator and denominator by the same number. So this would basically convert to 10/8. Okay, 5/4 is the same as 10/8. So we'd have 10/8 x minus 5/8 x. All right, 10 minus 5 is 5. So we're left with 5/8 x. And if you look up here, that already basically narrows down our choices to these here. Now let's look at just our regular numbers. So we got a 5 1/6, and which is a negative, and then we got a negative 1 1/3. Now already we could kind of figure out our answer, right? Because basically if you have like 5 negatives, right, and then you're adding to it another negative, right? If you group all these things together here, that might be confusing. If we group all these things together, 5 negatives and another negative gives us 6 negatives, right? So if we had 5 negatives and another negative, group them together, and it would give us -6. So we can already see this is going to be our answer right here, right? So let's just work it out just to be sure. First, we're going to have to convert. So let me circle the like terms. We're going to have to find common denominators. So let's convert to an improper fraction first here, okay? So 6 times 5 is 30, plus 1 is 31, so we get 31/6, and that's a negative. Over here, 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4, get a -4/3. And we got to convert this to 6 in the denominator. So let's multiply both by 2, and so we get 8/6. All right, so -31/6 and a -8/6. So let's add these together. A -31 and a -8 is going to be a -39/6. Okay, and 6 goes into 39 6 times with 3 left over. So we get -6 and 3/6. Or you can reduce that to -6 and 1/2. All right, so let's look at it. So basically we had 5/8 x over here, -6 and 1/2, and that is exactly what we find here.